Why? In this lesson, I'll tell you why. Hi guys, welcome to another design session. That was Nujabes, which is a Japanese musical artist who actually just recently passed away, unfortunately. If you like that song, please check out a link in the sidebar. Anyways, in design news today, if you haven't heard, Google just pulled out of China, which is a major thing. They decided to pull out because they found out that China was sort of using their services to monitor certain people. So it sort of brings up a really good point as to whether, as designers, we're completely separated from politics or moral, ethical issues. And just another example of how we're not, and how, as designers, we have to understand how our product and service is being used and whether we morally or ethically agree with that. So I'd like to hear your comments and your opinions on whether you agree with what Google did, whether you think that was a wise decision or not. Also, if you haven't seen it, there's a really funny iPad parody by CollegeHumor, so I put that in the sidebar. It's really funny. It just talks about how easy and fun it is to make fun of the iPad. Anyways, let's get into the design session part, the actual lesson, so let's do it. So, last time I was talking about how designers ask the right question. And to ask the right questions, you have to sort of get in the right frame of mind. As designers, you have to almost act as anthropologists in the beginning of any project. You observe your users, your environment that you're working in as anthropologists. You basically have to look at things as if you've never seen them before, as if it's an alien culture. And you start to look at things in different ways. Now, if you're not an anthropologist or you don't have any background in that, that's okay. Another way to think about it is to get into the mind of a child. You know how 2 or 3-year-olds, or even 4-year-olds, you sort of get in this phase where they start asking why a lot. Why does the sun move that way? Why do people have to use carts in the supermarket? Whatever. They ask why constantly. And that's sort of what you have to do as designers. You have to ask why. Now, it's important to ask these questions of why, because you need to ask why before you can answer the question how, which is, what is the solution? How do we solve this problem? So again, you have to get into the state of mind of a child to sort of see the problem in a different perspective, and that will give you more innovative solutions so you can answer to that question of how in a lot better and more creative way. So for instance, just the other day I was at a Chinese restaurant, and as a designer you start to look at the world in a different way, and what I saw was very interesting to me, but probably very common and mundane to other people. I saw this glass door with napkins wrapped around the handles. There was 3 napkins wrapped around handles, and I just couldn't understand why. Why did you wrap napkins around the handles? And I thought of all these different reasons as to why in my head. Was this decoration? Was this some sort of waiter communication that I didn't understand? Was it a secret code? But all of the sort of different hypotheticals I had in my mind were absolutely wrong. I eventually asked the waiter why they put the napkins on the door, and the answer was really surprising to me. And it's just that simple question of why. Why did they put the napkins on the door? You start to understand, once you ask that question, how users actually behave and why they do the things that they do. I'd love to get your opinion as to why you think napkins were on the door. Next time, Design Session 4, I'll promise to reveal the correct answer. Anyways, that's today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you like it, please leave a comment. Please rate it. Even if you don't, please tell me what I'm doing wrong or what I could do better. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next time.